from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Colorado State Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Boise State head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Rams will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Riley. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty. They're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that. But whoever's at the running back spot is going.
Looking deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Boise State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time with his feet. Runs through the tackle.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
To the air on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 30. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe Diamond's in the quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Rams decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And man, that's a welcome sign and another completion for this QB. And how about the bounce back? A week ago, man, we were wondering about this passing offense. We were wondering if it needed to change, if something needed to change at the quarterback spot. Nice job bouncing back this week and putting a great first quarter together.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use it, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Fires quickly. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. On the ground, it's Riley. Turning it on. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. Had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Flips it out in the flat. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's a heat. Still looking for a man. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Sends it back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. And he flying the friendly skies.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Rams head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Ollie, thank you. Moves around to clear up the vision. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Catch in the middle, it's Riley.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head.
Headed to the end zone, and they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got enough for the first. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Lots of running room. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Broncos. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Run in the red zone, it's ball. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Coleman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from his own end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, the vibe down here on the Boise State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got enough for the first. He's running free down the middle.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really